Start the clock. Oh, I can't do the Peter Capaldi voice. Oh, they're conducting. Well, okay. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Dr. Freedom here with you. SFX magazine came out. You'll find these over on the Dr. Freedom page in various stages. But they're doing pictures. They had done pictures for the upcoming Legend of the Sea Devils, Easter special. And there's been a lot of weirdness going on about putting pictures up online. And like some folks to the extent that, hey, they go, I can't put those pictures up because the magazine might suffer. Did you see how much it costs for a digital copy of SFX magazine? Like for a digital subscription, I think it's like $10 a month. That's $120 a year. Now, it don't sound like much, but in this day and age, I remember when I used to think Starlog was too expensive at $5 a copy, and that was a physical copy. This is before the internet. Now they want you to pay $10, to stare at an online article, and it's like, if the article's good and the writing's good, then that's, pictures are just a part of it. And also the pictures, we already knew pretty much what era that's going to take place in. We already knew pretty much who's going to be in it. And also there's already pictures leaked out online of Yaz and her outfit and, all that, and John Bishop and his, or Mandip Gill and all that respectively. It's already been out there. And it's like, you might as well share the pictures anyway because someone else is going to. I'm sorry, but there's really, no way you're going to avoid seeing them. There's no way they're going to avoid getting them shot, copied, scanned, and showing up online. That's the nature of the beast now. That's the internet.
Morning, Brian.
Morning. So, I don't know what the big deal is. It's like, congratulations, you're the one person out of about 50 billion that's going to read, or whoever is going to read that magazine, who isn't going to put the pictures up. Because sure enough, by yesterday afternoon, all of them were up, right down to Crystal Yu in her outfit and all that for the, I believe that's the lady's name, for that upcoming, special. It's already up there. Got Yaz in some kind of skirt and all that. And like I said, the doctor is wearing some kind of strange dark-looking outfit. But I'm like, where were all these wardrobe changes? It's like, sure, there were doctors who hung on to their wardrobe for their whole tenure, but it's like, I was really kind of hoping Jodie's doctor's outfit would change. Sure, we got a different T-shirt every now and then, but I was glad Spyfall. I was really hoping that was a new ensemble, that they were gonna, that it was something, more than just one episode. Because, like I said, it's kind of nice to have a little flip up every now and then, change things around and all that, make it a little bit newer. I don't know, maybe it's just me, Sometimes you got to feel sorry for the doctor and their companion. It's like, how long you been wearing them clothes? TARDIS has a wardrobe. Don't it have a washing machine? Come on, it's got a swimming pool. Get down there, rinse some things out, and beat them on a rock or something. No wonder Adric looks so weird in his outfit all the time. Poor fella, he's been wearing it since Alzarius. Come on. Plus, someone mentioned that I was talking about the, the rock that smacked the planet and killed the dinosaurs briefly yesterday. Get ready for this one. This is one that makes me laugh. On another channel, someone made the supposition, and I've heard this one repeatedly, that Adric smacking into the planet in the freighter, that somehow his DNA survived and influenced the evolution of mankind. It was an antimatter explosion. There wasn't enough left of Adric to have DNA to influence anything. He wasn't even a grease spot on the planet. Yo, come on, it's ugh. But I have seen some really weird fan theories over the years. I don't bother even getting into an argument over anymore. It's not even worth arguing over facts in a fictional show. It's like, this is why I still weird out and stare at people, because by doing this thing at the time of shutdown, they're disrespecting William Hartnell. Like any of these jerks even knew who William Hartnell was till they looked it up on Wikipedia. And it's like, oh my goodness gracious. All right, now before let me explain this briefly. William Hartnell will always be the first Doctor as far as the television show is concerned. That's never going to change. But the fact of the matter is, it was back in '76. Like I said, Brain of Morbius. Nobody knew how old the Doctor was. Nobody knew for sure that even Hartnell was the first incarnation and all that. There wasn't even a 12 generation limit till a couple serials later down the line when Deadly Assassin came in. Hell, the planet wasn't even named Gallifrey until the Time Warrior. And it's like, what are you talking about? Hell, they weren't even Time Lords back when Hartnell was in charge of the TARDIS. The term Time Lords and all that didn't come up until the War Games. That's why I die laughing when people say, they key to quit messing with the established continuity of Doctor Who. Like there was one. They didn't have one. Hell, anyone remember that line where I know, I died laughing because I love watching, speaking of Delgado as the Master, I love watching, folks who have watched the modern series do reaction videos to the classic one. Because I sat there and watched yesterday, someone was doing a reaction to Terror of the Autons. And of course, we all know what happens right at the beginning of that serial. The horse box appears, and they see the horse box, and it's we haven't already established that there's more than one time travel capsule, aka TARDIS, in the universe at that time. And this is someone who's watched, all the episodes doing reviews to them. So they'd seen, previous stuff. Come on, we already knew as far back as Hartnell with the Time Meddler and all that, the meddling monk and all that there were other TARDISes, or TARDIS, whatever, Tardi, whatever they call it. And they're like, but then, the Master gets out. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm not going to fault this person and all that, but they're looking at this, and Delgado, of course, gives the line, I am usually pretty well known as the Master, universally and all that. And they're like, I'm not kidding. It was like watching a rhesus monkey being, trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm not trying to be insulting, but it was like a classic WTF moment. And it's like, and then later on, they're like, that can't be the Master. I'm like, yes, it can. The Master's been around a lot longer than the new series. Why do you think they brought him back? And he was around a long time for Derek Jacobi took on the role. And then, of course, which led into John Sim. And we all know where that went from there. I died laughing because one of the things is also, this happened in the modern series, when I watched all the reactions to Spyfall. And one of my favorite reaction channels, RTD's in charge. They'll probably change to another incarnation of the Master, sadly. I don't, as much as I love Sacha Dhawan as the Master, like I said, I don't see that going on. That role's been handed down so many times. I don't think RTD will hang out. I'd love it if he did. hang on to Sasha Dhawan as the master, because I think I loved his performance. But they're sitting there going on and on and on about where does this master come into things and all. They've never done a show where the previous incarnation of the master shows up relative to the others, until you had, of course, the two master episode with, what do you call it, World Enough in Time and all that and stuff. That's the first time we've had, more than one master on the screen at the time. So, and it was pretty well established that Missy did regenerate. It's like, folks, for you folks who are wondering about the master and how Missy survived or whatever, or how did, Sasha Dhawan, like I said, I think they explained it in Big Finish. I haven't listened to that series yet. I'm so far behind on my Big Finish, it's scary. But it's like, even then, it's like, I've seen the master blown up. I've seen the master sucked into a black hole. I've seen the master get flame jobbed back in, Planet of Fire. I've seen, and the master still comes back, like the Energizer Bunny of evil. It's like it's not like it's a new thing that, to not have an explanation for how the master returned. Ugh. And of course, we talked about yesterday, Hugh Grant has debunked the rumor that he's going to be the next Doctor. We've had no, like I said, as interesting as it may seem, and it probably means nothing, nobody's asked David Tennant yet what's going on, have they? I don't recall reading any denials. But like I said, we don't know what RTD is going to do. Like, it's all speculation at this point. Bad Wolf is locked down tighter than, well, I'd like to say Fort Knox, but oh goodness. No, Mr. Critical, what I think they may do, and I said if they go that route, one of the things I've been bringing up, no, I don't think it would be long term. What happens is this: introducing a new Doctor in, say, the 60th anniversary special, and that's if there's one special and not multiple ones, okay? Kind of unfair to that person, unless they do it in a way that, something goes on and all that. But like I said, still, I don't like, I wouldn't like to see a, well, yeah, you could make that argument, but the problem is we don't know how many, we don't know if Delgado was the last incarnation. Okay? We do know that Pratt and Beavers and all that were his final one. Okay, that would lead to the whole Keeper of Traken thing and whatever, all that else happened, Deadly Assassin and whatnot. But we don't know where Delgado was in the lineup. We don't know if definitively if he was the first master, the 12th master, the 10th master. Like I said, we don't know for sure. Yeah, War Chief's been one that's been up for debate a long time. Okay, well, yeah, I don't like to associate the master and the War Chief, really. Because we know what happened to the War Chief, right? Didn't he get, like, I'm going off the brain box here. It's been a while, sadly, since I've watched that one. Didn't he get dematerialized? But then again, it's the master. That's the truth. Okay, well, folks, I got to run. It is time for me to go in the building. So please, take care of yourselves and each other. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Please, give a thought this morning about those folks over in the Ukraine, and hopefully we can get out of this mess without blowing up the planet. So take care, everyone. I'll hopefully see you all in the future.